Hello out there, my name is Dan from Gamer, and welcome to Games for the Hangover, where we take a look at some mobile and casual games that you don't even have to get out of bed for. This morning, we're going to try and survive the zombie apocalypse. What was the name of that? Hang on, did you see that? Did you see that, guys? Hang on. Let me relaunch that again. Mongadillo! That's brilliant. So the company's name is Mongadillo. That's almost, I'm going to use that as an insult or something. Whoa, the zombie just came at me. Let's just get straight into it. I did try this game previously to make sure that it worked. And it did indeed. So, to survive a ZDay event, you will need certain survival skills and experience. This simulator will test your knowledge of survival theory. Well, I've watched a lot of Man vs. Wild. It doesn't have zombies in that show, of course, but hey, I might be able to utilize some of what I learned there. You know, maybe drink some of my own piss at some point. You never know. Well, I'll just run through the easier one with you guys. Weapon found. Baseball bat. That's a good start. Actually, if this started at my home, I would have a baseball bat as well. There has been a global outbreak of the zombie virus. You're at home in a densely populated suburb. This is it, ZDay. It takes two hands to swing a bat properly. Which is better, a two-handed weapon or one or two one-handed weapons? I'm not going to make any jokes. I promise. Let's take the machete. Machete. The machete is a very effective one-handed weapon. It is light and excellent for cutting and slashing, and will hold up to heavy use. They will come for you soon. They will come for you soon. They will come for you soon. Will you stay here and fight the horde or try to get to safer ground? My gut is saying probably go to safer ground, but I want the second weapon. I'm going to take the hammer. Weapon found. Claw hammer. Claw hammer is excellent for cracking skulls. Just be careful. The claw can get stuck, making quick removal difficult. Alright, I'm ready. You are inside your home. There are lots of windows and doors that could be easily broken in the event of a horde. Exactly. And if this is a low set house as well, I don't want to stay here. Let's get out of here. Let's head for safer ground. You're preparing to leave but need some footwear. There is every chance you may never return to this house. What kind of shoe would be the most appropriate in this situation? Penny loafers? Well, no, probably not. Running shoes? Maybe. Cowboy boots would look cool, I'm sure, but maybe not. Hiking boots? Again, calling on Man vs. Wild here, I'll say hiking boots. Hiking boots are an excellent choice, yes! Good ankle support and rugged for any weather or terrain, and rubber soles allow for quieter movement. That wasn't my reasons for choosing that, but that is smart thinking. You only have two hands. Would you prefer to bring some kind of bag to carry more things? Of course, if I've got that option. Backpack, duffel bag, or neither. Well, I want my hands to be free for swinging weapons and cracking zombie skulls, so I'm going to go backpack. A backpack is a good choice, allowing you to carry supplies and keep your hands free. It will also provide extra protection from rear attack. You gotta watch those rear attacks. I've suffered a few of those in my life. Gather items. Flashlight. Yep, that will be very useful. First aid would be useful if I knew how to use it. And duct tape. Good for kidnapping people. I mean, no. We wouldn't do that. We would never do that. It takes only minutes for you to gather the items, but you hear sounds coming from your back door. Someone is trying to break in at your back door. Confront it or go out the front. Let's go out the front. We're not ready for fighting just yet. You're outside. There are corpses everywhere. Figures stumbling around in the dark. Cars burning. It's not safe here. Your best friend Dave lives right next door. He owns a pistol and you will need some help. Well, that's true. We should go and see if Dave's okay. And he is, apparently, because he joined our party. And he had the revolver, just like the story said. You have joined up with Dave, and he has given you his pistol. It would take too long to barricade all the windows in this house. Fair enough. Dave asks what you want to do, but is convinced that staying here is a bad idea. Well, I'm right with you on that one, Davey boy. I think we should see what's around your house, though. Let's gather supplies. An iron frying pan. Well, that might not be too useful. More duct tape. Well, we've got a lot of duct tape going on here. Duct tape. You've gathered all the useful items here. Suddenly an arm breaks through the front window. 3 or 4. Hey, you want to read the story too, do you? Or do you want to get down? Okay. Sorry about that. 3 or 4 rotters are breaking down the door. They will get through the door and be inside the house within minutes. Do we open the door and fight, go out the back door, or wait for them? Well, waiting for them is definitely off the table. We don't want to wait. I reckon slip out the back. Slip out the back. I don't think we're ready for combat just yet. That's my... Oh, are we going to get combat anyway? You can hear a helicopter approaching. It's flying low and slow with a searchlight. It is a military helicopter. It is flying low in a search pattern and is headed your way. Are they searching for survivors, though? Or is it like all the other zombie outbreak things and they would actually probably shoot us if they saw us? They're actually trying to contain. They're doing containment rather than retrieval. I think probably hide. I don't trust the military here in this situation. The gunner is shooting the undead on sight. Several fall near you, but the noise brings more as the chopper flies away. Well, man, there were no survivors around. Maybe they were just shooting everybody. I was just going to say maybe they are just killing off all the zombies, and maybe they would have helped this, but I still don't know. I'm not sure. The military is never to be trusted in these sorts of games, are they? The gunner is... Oh, I read that already. I'm an idiot. You need more weapons. Oh, yes, we need more weapons so we can fight. You know there are weapons to be found. Where should you look first? Well... head to the police station. Well, if I learnt something from Intoxigamer's Project Zomboid playthrough, the police station's probably a no-go zone. That's probably overrun. Head to the pawn shop, maybe. Search nearest empty house. Well, I mean, we're right there. We are right here. Everything's still around. I'm probably inclined to search the surrounding houses for anything that might be useful first. Especially now we've got that backpack. So let's search. You have found Chris. How are you, Chris? Would you like to join us? Ask to join party. Tell them to leave. Or mug them and take their stuff. Chris, you're welcome to join us if you like. Chris has joined your party. The streets are dark and jammed with abandoned cars and the remains of the dead and dying. You hear occasional screams in the distance. Nearby are several empty houses and some abandoned cars, and you will need weapons and more supplies. Well, yes, that is what I was trying to do. Let's search for more weapons then. We found Ron! How are you, Ron? Would you like to join us? Ron has joined. Okay, we're getting quite the... another weapon. Now, I probably should... Another flashlight, that could be useful. I probably should... Oh, from nearby you hear a woman's muffled screams coming from inside a parked car, surrounded by several walkers. They don't see you, but within minutes they will get to her if you do nothing. Okay, let's lock and load. Whew, try and distract them. Excuse me for one moment. Ignore her, keep moving, or fight them. Well, no, we've got to try and save her. You are attacked by 8 zombies. Ron has been killed. Sorry, Ron. Chris has been killed. Sorry, Chris. You have killed 8 zombies. And we found Petra. Would you like to join us since 2 of the others just died? Petra has joined your party. You've killed all the bad zombies. What, as opposed to the good zombies? I didn't know there was such a thing. The woman is very grateful. 2 blocks away, there is a police station. Beyond that, a pawn shop. Man, so we lost 2 survivors. That's a shame. Well, I still think the police station's probably overrun, so... We found garden shears on the way to the pawn shop. Oh, checkpoint. You are moving slowly and carefully down a dark street. You see bright lights up ahead. You have reached a military checkpoint. There are 2 armed guards and an armoured Humvee behind chain link fence and several crash impact barrels. Look for a way around or stay low and observe. Well, let's check it out. Let's see what they're doing. A man calls out to you from behind a van and tells you that the military will not let you leave the quarantined area. He says that they are taking everyone they find to a confinement area and shooting anyone who resists. See? That's what I thought. I don't trust them. Let's look for a way around. We don't want to go near them. Nearby is a 3-story apartment building. You would need to enter it so you can go through it to get around the roadblock undetected. The man tells you there is a violent faction of survivors in that building and refuses to go with you. He says he has an idea. Really now? Ask about his idea. Oh, a riot helmet. The man says he has a plan. He claims he is sure it will work. He suggests one of you lay down cover fire and the other drive the van through the barricade. He says once the van breaks the barricade, the military will pull out and the others can go through. I doubt it. I really don't think that would happen. You can drive if you want to, though. He can drive if he wants to. If he wants to try that, you tell him to drive and agree to provide cover fire so he can ram. I didn't agree to this. All I did was ask. I didn't even ask. All I did was agree to listen to his plan. I didn't know that I was forced to go along with it just by listening. There's only 2 guards at the post. Alright, that's not too bad then. You need to set yourself up in a position that will provide adequate cover and a good vantage point. Behind a car, climb a tree, or top of a truck. Well, I'm going to go behind a car. It seems safest to me. Crouching behind a car, you have decent cover, but you're lower to the ground and have the advantage that don't have the advantage that a higher vantage point could provide. He starts the van and is moving. There are 2 guards. One is inside the Humvee, the other is behind a fence. What is your first target? Behind the fence, dude. Your first shot misses. The guard behind the fence jumps behind the cover of the barricades. The guard in the Humvee ducks down. Your buddy is driving like mad toward the barricade. The guard behind the barricade starts shooting at him with an automatic rifle. Keep shooting. You can't see either of the guards any longer. I'm probably going to shoot the guy. But you continue firing to give your buddy the best chance to make it. The van plows through the barricade as the water-filled barrels explode in a magnificent explosion of water. The gates are torn down as the van roars through. Keep firing! You have laid down excellent cover, and your mission was a complete success. The guards get in their Humvee and drive away, leaving the checkpoint unguarded. There will likely be more soldiers coming soon, and you can see walkers approaching as well. Let's head to the pawn shop. Oh, a Kevlar vest. Sweet. That'll be very useful. That was a good find. You arrive at a dark pawn shop. It looks like the power is out and it's locked up tight, but you can get in through a window. It would make a lot of noise. It's dark and there are a lot of buildings and trees nearby that could be hiding undead. Well, we came all this way. Oh, hey, Aaron. How are ya? Would you like to join us? Yes? Cool. And we found a hunting bow. That's sweet. Hunting bow and a riot helmet. You're in, but the alarm has battery backup and is very loud. You may have a few minutes before they will come. The store is crowded and cluttered. It will take a few minutes to find you way around. Search quickly. Double shotgun, nice. Riot shield, cool. This is all very useful stuff. Suddenly headlights pull up to the front of the shop. Someone is shooting the zombies outside. Bullets shatter the glass windows of the shop. You can hear several voices yelling and cursing. Well, as long as they're still outside, it's fine for us to keep looking. A pump shotgun. More first aid. Sweet. 3 flashlight beams find the broken window, and booming voices approach as the men prepare to enter. They are coming in, and they don't sound friendly. Identify yourself, run out the back door, or ambush them. We've got quite a bit of weaponry now, but still, I think let's just get out of there. We found some good stuff. That's all we need. All but one of the men are in the pawn shop. One stands outside, smoking a cigarette. He seems distracted by his cell phone. Should we jump him and take his stuff? Yeah, let's jump him and take his stuff. You are attacked by one rival survivors. Dave has been killed. Sorry, Dave. But we defeated the one rival survivor, and we found a semi-auto rival. Moving quickly, you jump the unsuspecting man. You are able to overtake him, but he manages to alert the others first. The other men are yelling as their flashlights are moving toward the window. Run! Just get out of here. We lost Dave. You escape by running into the trees. Through the woods, you see the lights of a house. There is a river nearby. You can hear splashing and screaming coming from the river. Well, let's go check that out then. Let's not leave anybody hanging. You follow the screams down a slope to a river. A man is in the water holding onto a log, trapped by the current. There are undead floating toward him. He is defenseless. Throw him a line or you can't help him. Let's throw him a line. Let's at least give him a chance at survival. Throw him a line, he grabs it, but before you can pull him across, 3 rotters grab onto the log he is floating on. If you pull him in, you also will have to deal with the 3 creeps. Well, as long as he helps us, I suppose. You killed 3 zombies. Sweet. I've been injured. Well, I've got the first aid. And we found Eric. Would you like to join us? Yes, he does. You learn that the area where you have just come from has been completely overrun. He tells you that there are hundreds of undead coming and that there is no time to waste. Well, we probably should get moving then. I need to heal myself. How do I go about doing that? I don't know. Walking along a narrow street, you come to a large 2-story house. The lights are on and the windows and doors are boarded and reinforced. We could try and distract. We could try and lure them away from the house and maybe they would let us stay in there with them. Do we want to stay in there with them though? Let's create a distraction. You get the rotters' attention. They are moving towards you. You can run up the wide road or down a narrow space between 2 buildings. Or back to the house. Well, I don't want to get stuck in the narrow space, but also we would be able to form like a line and probably pick them off a little bit easier if we decide to pick them off. So let's go down the narrow space. You lead the creeps down the narrow alley like the undead Pied Piper and quickly circle around the building. The deadheads cram themselves into the narrow alley like commuters on a train. Run back to the house. You run back to the house. The undead you led away will be back within minutes. The doors and windows are barricaded. The people inside refuse to open the door. They urge you to go away. Okay, so they're not going to do anything until we... Let's lure them away again then. Okay, we're surrounded. We need to get out of here. We need to just run. You come to a large parking lot full of parked cars. Beyond it, a highway overpass. The store is just over the hill. You could walk around the lot along the tree line, passing a small house, or cross the parking lot. Oh, well, let's check the house out, because we need some more supplies now. As you move along the tree line, you see an old wooden house set back in the trees. Approach slowly. You step onto the porch of the house. The wooden floorboards creak beneath your weight. Are you saying I'm fat? You hear a creaking sound from inside the house and the shuffling of feet. There is someone inside. Open the door, knock, or call out hello. Well, let's call out because it could be a zombie. The door opens. An athletic man in his 30s sits in a chair with a .45 aimed at the door. He tells you to come in and shut the door. Okay. He is an off-duty cop. He has a nasty bite wound on his arm. He looks pale and is sweating profusely. What happened to you, buddy? Oh, he tells you he was bitten at work yesterday and has been really sick. He doesn't think he's going to make it. Well, that's too bad, man. He asks you if you will help him barricade his doors and windows so he can hold out as long as possible. There's probably a reward in it for us, so we'll help him. More duct tape? I've got so much damn duct tape. He thanks you and gives you some of his stuff, but he is drifting in and out of consciousness. He begs you not to let him become one of those things. He starts to say something about hidden weapons, but passes out. He's dead. Brain him. Weapon found, 45 auto pistol. You walk around behind him and redecorate the house with his brains, making certain he will not become one of them. Hey, he did ask for us to do that for him. You made a mess, but you have spared him the unavoidable fate of becoming a walking corpse. Let's search the property before we leave. Oh, attacked by one zombie? Where did you come from, my friend? We found a sawed-off shotgun. That's nice. A flashlight. Sweet. Can never have too many of those. It takes a while to search the property, but you find some useful items stashed in his camper trailer. There are more coming your way. It is best you get moving. Okay then. Let's go. Approaching a highway bridge, you must cross over it, or go around the bridge by going down a steep embankment. The bridge is 100 yards long. The ravine is steep but manageable. Well, why wouldn't we just go across the bridge? Run across the bridge, walk across the bridge, or take the ravine. No, well, slow and steady. Slow and steady. We'll walk. You arrive at the other side without a vent. In the distance, you can see a vehicle approaching on the highway. It is dark and you can't tell what kind of vehicle it is, but it appears to be a large truck. Probably can't even speak. Probably military. Let's hide. Yeah, see? A military Humvee pulls up and stops about 75 yards from you. A soldier sits atop it with a mounted 50 cal. The noise of the vehicle have attracted dozens of undead from under the bridge. He opens fire. Stay down. Within minutes, the 50 cal has reduced about 50 geeks that were under the bridge into zombie chili. Before they pull away, you overhear them talking. They have strict orders to shoot anyone they see on sight. I knew it! I knew it! I did not trust them at all. We've arrived at convenience. You have gotten away from the bridge and are walking on a two-lane blacktop highway. Next to you is an open field of tall grass. A convenience store is a quarter-mile away if you cross the field about a mile via the highway. I don't want to go through long, tall grass in a zombie apocalypse, so I think we'll stick to the road. You walk along the road. After 15 minutes, you are approaching the store. A car has been driven off the road nearby. Check out the car or keep moving. Well, let's search the car. Oh, crowbar. Sweet. We can pry our way into places. The car has been wrecked. The car has been wrecked. A body lies nearby. Another is on the hood. An apparent case of hit and run and bite. The car's windshield is smashed. The front end badly crushed. It is not drivable. Found some garden shears, hey? And a Kevlar vest. You have travelled until you are standing across the street from a convenience store. The outside lights are on, but it's dark inside. 4 drillers are eating something or someone in the parking lot. Take them out, look for a back door, or go around and avoid it. Well, we've got to search the store, so let's have a look. The back door is unlocked. 3 bodies lie nearby. They don't appear to have been infected, but they have gunshot wounds to the head. The door is not locked, and the store is very dark inside. Enter quietly or knock and say hello. Well, there's no walkers around, so we can probably have a nice light tap on the door and say hello. You have found Nate. Ahoy, Nate! Would you like to join us? Yes, you would, apparently. Once inside, you hear on the radio that the military is abandoning efforts to evacuate people from the mall. They are being overrun. The mall is only about a mile from where you are, so you know that soon this place will also be overrun. Find transportation, head for the woods, take the road, hold up in the store. Probably find some transport. In a nearby parking lot you find a tow truck, a bicycle, a sedan, and a delivery van. Hordes of undead are moving your way. Things are about to get ugly. Van, bike, tow truck, or sedan. Well, the bike is out. Forget about the bicycle. What's the point of that? The sedan, there are a lot of us, so we would fit in there. The van as well, maybe. I kind of like the idea of a tow truck, though. I like the idea of a tow truck. The tow truck is a rugged vehicle, but has extra large fuel tanks and is equipped with a winch in case you get stuck or need to move something heavy. However, tow trucks offer little in the way of comfort and spacious interior. You can head in one of 4 directions. Which is best? Rural areas, the city, the mountains, or the coast? Man. I would kind of be tempted to go up to the mountains and kind of set up shop, I suppose, but the coast, maybe people are looking for a boat to escape in a boat. But then everybody probably had that same idea. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Let's go to the coast. The coastal destination is a good idea, but you aren't the only survivor who has fantasies about sailing the 7 seas. See, I knew it. Overcrowded survivor conditions lend themselves to rival factions, infighting, and eventually chaos. You might be safer with the hordes. See my results. See, I knew that was a bad idea. Your chances... Oh, I got strong survivor. Your chances of surviving a real zombie apocalypse, 86%. Hey, that's not too bad. Zombies killed, 13. Got a rating of good. Survivors found, 4. Good. Useful items found, 7. Good. Objective reached, yes, but average. Best weapon found, whatever that gun is. Summary. The chance that you will survive at ZDay isn't bad. Overall, you did a good job of keeping your head about you. Aha! Thank you, Man vs. Wild. But there are some areas that could use improvement. Practice makes perfect. Well, there you go, my friends. ZDay, the Zombie Survival Simulator. Great game for a hangover, because you don't even have to move, really. You can just point your finger. You're almost like you are a zombie, but you kind of are a zombie after a big night of drinking, aren't you? So just poke, 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 make your choices. Very high replay value as well, because as you can see, I only got 86%, and there were a number of different choices that I could have made throughout the game. So you really could just play this over and over again until you get 100%. So overall, I'm going to give this game 5 gigantic glasses of water. Fantastic game. So, and awesome name as well. Mongadillo. What a company name. I'm going to remember that. Even though I'm probably going to start using the word in a slightly insulting manner, it's still a fantastic name to come up with. I applaud them for that as well. Mongadillo. That is just brilliant. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me, my friends. Don't forget, if you would like to see more, hit like, subscribe, share it with your mates, and leave a comment with game requests and all that sort of thing. And also feel free to head over to Intoxigamer. I will put a link to that also in the description below. Intoxigamer is our main channel where we do even more extended playthroughs, commentaries, let's plays, reviews, and all of that fun stuff. So, thank you so much. Happy hangovers, my friends.